Welcome to Core Finance, where I'm joined by Matt Brown, who's an independent market strategist and alas, not a millionaire presenter.
No,
BBC, not yet.
Didn't even make the 150k mark.
See, but that's 150 is not even worth talking about, so just like, forget it, you know. Well, let's have a look at today's proper headlines. UK retail sales, June numbers beat expectations. Very volatile figure, isn't it?
Yeah, we saw a low number in May. This has been boosted now in June. Beat expectations on better sales of food and clothing due to, clothing and shoes due to a heat wave. And apparently Magnum sales have gone up, ice cream sales again have gone up, and this has certainly helped the retail
People
sales.
Get fatter when they buy bigger clothes.
Exactly.
Sounds excellent. That's a great.
But it's also interesting. I was reading a statistic. The Office of National Statistics came out and said that disposable income over the past 12 months has dropped by 0.25%. So that may start to feed through to retail sales numbers in the coming months.
Did the figure leak? Was it like?
No. Unlike the CPI, the inflation number.
Well, yes. Okay. We'll work on that. Next up, we've got. FTSE stock to watch was Unilever. Speaking, I think they make Magnums, don't they?
They do. They make Magnums.
That's seamless. That
Indeed. Doubled the sales of Magnums.
Yes.
Unilever doing well, actually. Beat numbers. I think profits up about 20%. So all very good for Unilever. But have a look, Kraft. We're 5 months into the do nothing period. In a month's time, I think 19th of August, Kraft and Buffett. Kraft Heinz may come back and have a look at Unilever, so put that in the diary, 19th of August.
Hopefully the story won't leak this time. We'll ruin the talks and everything.
Yeah, indeed.
The pound, below 130, shock horror, really.
Yes, traded off actually has traded a bit lower, I think now, it's down near 129.80, despite good retail sales numbers. Below 130, it's a key level. And euro sterling as well, staying around this level, but I think euro dollar is the one to watch today. I think it's bang on 115 today, and I think we'll talk about in a bit what's going to happen later on today.
Well, yeah, maybe they're a bit jittery about Mr. Draghi later on.
Yes, I think hawkish or dovish.
Exactly. Let's have a look at core number, which is not your latest salary rise. It is the fall in profits at Sports Direct.
Yes, down 60%. Mike Ashley, not good numbers for him. However, they have appointed a CFO finally to come in. Maybe a poison chalice, but that certainly helped the stock price move up this morning, but down 60%.
Mr. Ashley is a fan of cash, so I suppose there's wads of £50 notes coming in through the office of the CFO there.
Yeah, I can make a lot of comments about where that cash goes, but I mean, also worth noting the numbers are down at Sports Direct, and this is due to the weaker pound having an impact. I mean, basically, most of Sports Direct clothing is not manufactured in the UK, I'm sure, so they've got to pay up to have that imported, and that's affecting their bottom line.
Right, okay. And I understand there's a bit of a rebranding as well going on, a rebranding of the whole offering, so it's going to go up market. It's going to be Sports Direct, it's going to be like Selfridges.
Well, yeah, Mike Ashley, I don't know what he's on, maybe he had one of his 12 pints and lots of vodka shots sessions, but has come out and said Selfridges is going to be Sports Direct is going to be the Selfridges of sports. I doubt it very much. I doubt Mike Ashley has been to Selfridges of late, but there's a
I think we should
chasm between the two.
We should have a core finance show. One of them in Selfridges and the other one in Sports Direct. Yeah, see if the viewers can tell where we are.
I'll take Selfridges, please.
Right, AIM stock to watch here. A gold stock which is actually delivered. Shares this time last year were 5p. They're now 37 pence. Big project for Sol Gold in Ecuador, and I think they're listing in the US or in Canada as well. So actual happy small cap story in the mining area, which you don't get very often. Yeah,
doing very well in the gold space. Look out for it.
And next, we've got the economic calendar ECB rate decision, which is causing a few jitters already. In the US, we've got US initial jobless claims, and then, or jobless claims even for some. And then we'll have the monetary policy statement where we'll have Mr. Draghi speaking with forked tongue.
Yes, that's going to be interesting. I mean, as we talked about euro dollar. I mean, euro's had a big push up to the 115 level. The bulls like it up here, but if we see some dovish statements coming out from Draghi, that trade could unwind quite considerably. How do you think he's going to play it? Dovish or hawkish?
I think he'll be accidentally hawkish, and that will probably hurt the markets a bit and get the euro. Well, the euro to me looks like it's going to 117.18, so I think there's going to be some trigger like that. But we'll see how he does. I wish him well.
If he mentions QE or withdrawing QE, which was expected to be in September, he's brought that forward now to today's announcement. That will push the euro dollar higher. I expect the bulls are going to be disappointed.
I mean, I think that's a trade to go for. Otherwise, it's probably a nothing. We just drift back to 114 or something, and it's by there. Premier Oil is still one of the sort of situations which fascinates me. Apparently, there's massive short interest with hedge funds and others in Premier Oil, and then there was the announcement of a 2 billion barrel oil find, which must have been slightly painful if you were on the wrong side of that trade.
Yeah, a bit of a squeeze.
Cancels out the bonanza that people got from being short of Carillion. That's the same people, but I think rather stingy here from Peel Hunt, saying they had a previous target at 90p. Now they've, after the 2 billion barrel fine, they're down to 80p. I mean, what do you have to do these days to get a higher share price target?
2 billion, not enough. Maybe,
Yes, exactly.
maybe Peel Hunt want more. High
Exactly.
expectations.
So it's a strange situation. But on that note, Matt Brown, independent market strategist. Thank you very much.